Well, we moved on up to this.
Moving on up to this. This is episode 999 of This Is True Really News.
So that means Satan's standing on his head?
I sure hope so.
Someone should.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm thinking.
Okay, smoke break's over. Everybody back on your heads.
Today we will not share a story, I promise you, of a party girl who lost a chunk of her nose because of ketamine. I simply can't do it.
Oh, send it to me.
No, I'm not doing that because you would use it. And it's
you
icky.
bet. Oh, yeah, but you do on Mailbag. You do a story of a woman losing her butt cheek.
Piercing. Well, no, it was all surgically done, so it was okay. Oh. Just having it fall off is kind of. Although I kind of wish there was videos. That make me a bad person? Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Anyway, if you're a bad person like we are, Scott especially, simply follow us, would you? Just follow. No, wait. Don't do that. Like, subscribe, and follow. That'll mess them up big time.
And they'll be confused.
Yeah. The algorithm will look up and go, why? What?
Who?
And it's not even a real living thing.
Yeah. So
imagine what'll happen to real living things.
This.
Yeah, sorry. Anyway, like, subscribe, and follow. We'd appreciate it. If there's a bell there, hit that. Because it makes a cool ding sound. I don't know. Why are we doing the bell? Oh, so they know when we do stuff that's new.
Yeah.
Which we haven't yet, but okay.
Yeah, we've got a lot of episodes up, so you've got a lot of back catalog to deal with if you want to have some fun.
I'm trying to picture someone wanting to binge us, and I just don't.
I've actually seen it happen.
Us?
I've seen somebody go through 5 or 6 episodes in a row.
Okay, I can go through 5 or 6 TV episodes. That's not a big deal.
Right.
But us?
Right.
Wow.
So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to binge 5 or 6 episodes of This Is True Really News. So you dial 91, and when I lose it, you dial the other one.
If you're going to try binging, by the way, This Is Truly News. When the drool starts coming out of the mouth, stop. There's still hope. Anyway, like, subscribe, and follow. If you have a comment you want to make, leave that right here. Or, if it's something longer, might you have a question, comment, conundrum, or snark, maybe even a story you'd like to share, something of missive length. Not necessarily tome length, but missive length.
Yeah, like one of the Pope's missiles.
Tomes, too. You know, like puffy tomes. I know, low-hanging. Anyway, you can email those to us at titr@netradio.network. And thank you for your support. Oh, stop it. You've done worse.
This is True, Really News with Scott Combs and Tony Verkinnes. All the news you're about to hear is true.
Really?
As far as you know.
This from the Wall Street Journal via Jessica Thompson. Miss Jess! America's elite sewage operators are headed to Chicago to test their skills to the limit. From high-speed pump repairs to a mock manhole rescue.
The what? Hang on.
Yeah.
Back up.
Okay.
Start again. I'm trying to follow your sentence, but it gets weird.
America's elite sewage operators.
That's where it got weird on me.
Hang on. They're headed to Chicago to test their skills to the limit.
That makes sense.
From the high speed.
It was either Chicago or New York.
Or LA.
St. Louis.
Or maybe San Francisco's sidewalks.
Sure.
From high-speed pump repairs to a mock manhole rescue.
Let's have guests coming, then they clean up pretty good.
Yeah. It's the Super Bowl of wastewater treatment. And an era-defining rivalry is gripping the profession like a wrench tightening a flange nut on a sludge pipe. You like the drama?
Sure.
That's the way they writ it.
They writ it that way?
They did. Well, it's a Wall Street Journal. They're educated. No, I read it that way. They just writ it that way.
Okay.
2 teams are vying for all-time great status after trading the national title for 6 years straight. Reigning champions Elevated Ops, representing Denver's Metro Water Recovery, and Controlled Chaos of Mount Pleasant Waterworks in South Carolina. Wow. Insiders expect a nail-biter. Really. If you're dealing with sewage, do you want to use terminology like this?
No. No. First of all, unless you're micro, don't deal in sewage.
Quote, they are two powerhouse teams loaded with talent, really smart, really athletic, said Donnie Cagle, widely hailed as the greatest ever to don a custom-painted hard hat. Operations Challenge was dreamed up in 1988 to hone workers' brains and brawn in scenarios designed to simulate sewage emergencies. I'm assuming different sewage emergencies than you or I have. I think
one would hope.
Yeah, we're at the top end of that.
Yeah.
And they're at the back end.
They couldn't just say, "Oh no, that bottom wouldn't work any better."
Exactly.
Either, so never mind.
Point.
Yeah,
just they fall short of reality only in the absence of actual human waste, which was a bit of a letdown when I found that out. We have to make certain concessions to the fact that we're in a convention center, said Steve Harrison, who oversees the contest on behalf of the Water Environment Federation, an industry nonprofit. Still, many team names honor the raw material of the trade. The 54 contestants in last year's challenge in New Orleans included the Turdenators from Indiana.
The who?
Turdenators.
Of course they were.
The Predators from North Carolina.
Of course they were.
The surprise Turdologists from Arizona.
They were surprised, or Arizona was surprised?
I'm thinking everybody was surprised.
I'm guessing.
And the Sewer Turtles from Helsinki. Nice job for being from Helsinki. I like that.
Yeah.
Teams are gearing
up.
My
favorite city names, by the way.
Helsinki?
Just rolls up. It's like, you know, certain names are perfect for sports and others aren't. And now up to bat, Bill Smith. Okay, fine. Okay.
Yeah.
Maglio Ordonez. Now that was a baseball name.
Teams are gearing up by refining choreographed sequences like NASCAR pit crews, and all eyes are on the two at the top. We're trying to be number one in the number two business, said elevated ops captain Kelsey Gedge. The contest takes the form of a grueling water quality pentathlon. Safety. Teams rescue a dummy representing a stricken colleague who collapsed down a manhole. Suspected asphyxiation from noxious fumes. Pump maintenance. Crews race to fix a faulty pump.
Yes, they do.
Collections. Teams replace a section of leaking sewer pipe. Laboratory, or laboratory, depending on where you're from. Contestants demonstrate their chemistry skills by analyzing water samples. Well, this appears to be nothing but tap water.
Should there be chunks in it? Only in San Francisco.
That's true. Process control. Teams are tested on sewage plant knowledge, and participants say the skill and relationships strengthened during the contest advanced their careers, as well as feeding their lust for competition. All without the risk of what Ross calls a baptism of raw sewage. When we cut the pipe out and we're splashed...
Their PR guy is brand new out of school, isn't he?
I like him. When we cut the pipe out and we're splashed with water, it's nice to know we don't have to keep our mouths shut, he said. Long way to go to get that, but I just thought, you know.
As long as it's there.
Uh-huh.
It was an interesting, if just not disgusting, trip to get there, but okay. Hey!
Yes?
Residents of San Francisco, the Bay Area city.
Oh, the sidewalk poop capital of the West.
Yes. They are on the lookout for... No, not poop on sidewalks.
Okay.
An aggressive squirrel.
They would be, because poop on a sidewalk isn't enough to get excited about.
What caught my attention was attack squirrel beware, all in red on the poster.
Yeah.
Attack squirrel beware, all caps, all in red, underlined with like 9 exclamation points.
Oh my.
This is not a joke. More than 5 people have been attacked by a very mean squirrel over the past few days on Diablo Circle and Hang on. If I look over here, I can see how the paper folds. Mount Lassen.
You know, we had this same problem out in New York a year or two ago, didn't we? Didn't we do that story, that lady? Yeah, okay.
I believe the squirrels took their advice and went west, young men. John Helbeck told ABC's KGO-TV that she was walking in Lucas Valley neighborhood of San Rafael when a squirrel seemingly came out of nowhere and began clawing and biting her leg. It clamped onto my leg, she said. The tail was flying up here. I was like, get off me, you get off. I'd have been saying other things, but I get the point.
Yep.
Isabella Campoy also said she was attacked while walking in that same area.
Both ladies?
Yes.
Maybe the squirrel
launched itself from the ground to her face, wound up on her arm, leaving her arm bloody. Both women went to the ER, the TV station reported. Flyers have now been posted. Beware, angry squirrel thing.
Maybe that got too close to their nuts.
Then warning residents that squirrel's no joke. It's attacked 5 people and comes out of nowhere. Lisa Block with the Marin Humane Society, of course, says they have no reports of squirrel attacks since mid-September. If it crops up again, the nonprofit will coordinate with the state to remove the animal peaceably and release him in the wild, or a wolf could eat him, or we could all hope.
Just,
if there's good news in this story, and there's none, just stupid news, the squirrels are not vectors for rabies.
Oh, really?
She also reminded people not to ever feed wildlife, please. Oh, we used to do that. We had squirrels that would walk right up to us and take peanuts out of our hand.
Yeah, I had them.
However, if you left a trail of peanuts into the house to see if you could capture them to make them a pet, don't do that.
That's a bad idea. They get very upset.
They're not they try to get out the living room window.
Yeah. Well, and there you go, coming between a squirrel and his nuts. Nice job,
Except
Tom.
there's a window there. So.
Well,
Shut up. That joke died a painful death the first time. Quit regurgitating it.
No, because after a while it becomes iconic. You've said so.
I think it has to be funny first, though, doesn't it?
Well, I'm trying out a whole new comedy thing.
Okay. How's it working?
The Monaco soccer team's trip to Belgium turned into a nightmare when the plane's air conditioning failed. With the temperature, now imagine this, you're in a sealed, pressurized tube with a bunch of soccer players. And there's no air conditioning at all. Temperature hit unbearable levels. Players were drenched in sweat and were seen desperately fanning themselves with the in-flight magazines on the plane. A few Monaco players took out their mobile phones and started recording the bizarre situation, which has since gone viral on social media. Monaco head coach Adi Hooter says, wow, that's some name.
I knew he couldn't just go past that.
Says, I can just imagine somewhere, sometime in the dark, someone saying, show me your Hooters.
I don't want to play this game anymore.
Made it impossible for the team to continue the journey.
First the links, now this.
As they were eventually allowed to step off the plane and rearrange their travel plans for the following day. For technical reasons, it was impossible to travel as everyone's safety was not guaranteed, Hooters said, with the plane pretty much becoming a sauna. That's why we decided, in agreement with Monaco CEO Tiago Scuro, to postpone our trip. Monaco defender Jordan Teze was one of the players who captured the chaotic scenes on the plane, sharing his footage of half-naked teammates on social media. Team's players were seen evacuating the aircraft at the runway, still in their underwear. I'll bet that thing gets tons of hits.
Why are they leaving a plane why are they in the plane in their underwear?
Well, they were, apparently it got too hot while they were in the air. They had to find a place to land.
Well, yeah, but
before they could let them out. And you can't open a window to cool things down.
That's true. They tried that once.
It's bad.
Yeah. Roll down windows were not a good idea.
No.
I don't want to play this game anymore. A Florida woman has been arrested for a silly string attack.
Seriously?
Investigators say the colorful battery occurred Thursday evening at the OCC Roadhouse Bar in Clearwater. So we're thinking alcohol may have been involved. Alcohol makes the worst of ideas seem like a genius play.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
In the arrest affidavit, Crystal Watts, who's 48 years old, confronted the victim and began spraying him with silly string and didn't stop until the can was empty. And then she threw the can, apparently, at 33-year-old Jesse Hammock. The silly string struck Hammock in the forehead, causing a bit of a laceration. Nice shot.
Oh, the can of silly string.
Yeah.
Because I thought the silly string isn't going to cause a laceration.
I don't care how close you are getting hit with silly string. That isn't going to cut you. Can? Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I could see that.
The arrest affidavit does not identify a motive for the fusillade or whether the accused assailant and Hammock, a masonry contractor, were acquaintances. So they don't know if they even knew each other. Watts was arrested for battery, spent a night in custody, posted a $1,000 bond. Yes, sir.
Wouldn't the charge really be stringery?
Assault and stringery. Mm-hmm. Well, actually, then it would be assault and stringery and cannery.
Ooh. That's more than one charge. That's nice.
There's a Lifetime movie in this. The phone number listed for the defendant in court records turns up on a the phone number listed for the defendant, the lady with the silly string and the apparently pretty good right arm.
Yeah.
Turns up an escort service website that includes a variety of explicit photos of Watts, who was identified there as Taylor. Let's be honest, if you're on an escort service website, you are not going to use your real name, I would hope. A recent post notes that Taylor is back in the saddle and ready to ride. According to the ad,
boing, boing, boing,
services
boing,
provided,
boing.
which I don't want to know.
My goodness, she sounds like a kangaroo.
Lists the escort's age at 48 and locations in Clearwater, Tampa, and St. Petersburg.
New York, London, Paris, St. Petersburg.
I don't want to play this game anymore.
This is true, really news. Send email to TITR@netradio.network.